Welcome to the second video in the series. In the last video, we left off after getting most of the house modelled. Now we can actually begin making the game. So we'll get started in a new Unreal project. I'll just clear the scene quickly before importing the house. As you can see, Nanite isn't working too well on some of the meshes, so I'll just disable it on them for now. And I'll just fix the colours quickly. And already it's looking pretty good. I will be going for the cel shaded look instead of the one we have here, but that's for a later video. For this video I want to focus on getting some interactability for the player. Now we can head into VR and see what we are working with. Well, it looks like the movement and the rotation isn't working, so I'll have to fix that first. While I'm at it, I'll switch the teleportation out for walking. Now I can start with the movement. That's the movement done. Now for the turning. Now that that's working, I want to switch the hands out for something more appropriate, so I'll do that now. For that, I'm heading back into Blender. And here's the result. Now I can give it some bones. And an animation for the hand to close. With that done, I can import them and begin switching them over. Now I can make the animation blueprint. Now I can switch it over in the VR blueprint. And here it is. My goal was to give the player a full body instead of just floating hands. And as I'm editing this video, I already have Homer modelled and fully rigged, and I'm currently working on making him playable in the game. But these will do for now. As you can see, there isn't really much to do, so now I want to begin adding some interactability. I'll start by adding collision to the hands. Now the hands collide with each other, and everything else. At this point I'm starting to notice that some of the auto-generated collision needs some work, so I need to go over all the collisions for each object in the house. Already there are nearly 700 unique meshes, over 1,000 if we include instances, so this will take some time. Luckily, most items I've been able to do in Unreal, but the more complex meshes, like the house, will have to be done in Blender. And that's the collision out of the way. Now I can begin adding physics to some of the objects around the house. To access the other rooms, I've created a blueprint for doors with a physics constraint to allow them to swing open. I'm also just making some of the meshes grabbable with the default grab component. These will need animations, but it will do for now. Now I want to get the TV working. So after creating a material for the screen, I can now watch The Simpsons on their own TV. Then I made it possible for the player to switch it on and off by turning the dial. I also made it so when the aerial is removed, the TV loses signal.
No time to be careful, we're late.
So now I'm just going around the house adding some more stuff for the player to interact with. At this point, I think there's enough here for me to begin focusing on other parts of the game. So that'll do it for this video. In the next video, I'll be making Homer a playable character. So let me know in the comments what you think of the project so far, and what you'd like to see in the future. And finally, here's a look at where the game's at.
Who's Tavern? Hold on, I'll check. Hey, everybody. I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt. Wait a minute.
Part for you, so it's still gonna be a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, yes.
But what if I were to shake your hand in this wise?
Wah! Wait! Well, I didn't realize you were a member.